If you've been on social media today, especially X, you will see that Love Islanders Dami and India are trending. Now, they were on the show in 2022, and they're trending because today they released their GYMSHARK collaboration, and it's got some people angry. Not everyone, but some people. And I kind of understand why, and at the same time I think, is it worth getting so angry about? But you know what? When it comes to other people's cultures, I understand why people sometimes get cross when their cultures are used for certain purposes. So they brought out this GYMSHARK collaboration in which they are putting both their cultures on the garments. They've got Jamaica, Nigeria, and GYMSHARK in the middle. And some are saying, that this is associated with Notting Hill Carnival and that the two cultures are not relatable in terms of the carnival because the carnival is exclusively to do with Caribbean. The carnival was originally set up in 1966 and it was actually designed as a vehicle to ease racial tensions in the area of Notting Hill and celebrate the diversity of the area since the arrival of the SS Windrush. And the lady who established the festival wanted it to be a time where people from the Caribbean West Indian community could come out and celebrate their culture and also have a marked day to do so, and so others in the area could join in and perhaps learn something about them rather than trying to isolate them and push them to one side, as was often the way with foreigners and immigrants in this country. And if you're from a culture diverse background, just talk to your parents about it and your grandparents about it and they'll tell you. So yeah, we have this rather difficult thing going on social media where even India herself has had to come forward and explain what the collaboration was all about. And her explanation is also getting some backlash. So it's not an easy time. And I don't really know where I stand on this because I get it. I understand where people are coming from. They're saying, well, look, the first opinion is it doesn't really matter. We should champion the fact that Dami and India are making their way through this media jungle and they're able to do so by, collaborating with known brands, making good money off it, and we should celebrate that. This is something that we like to see. And there are others saying, yes, but we shouldn't because, this is disrespectful to my culture if you happen to be Caribbean, and it's disrespectful to other people's cultures, and there is no clashing of culture here. It's one thing, it's separated, we should keep them separate. And I get it. And then other people are saying, well, hang on, what's going to happen with Mimi and Josh? Now, Mimi and Josh have won Love Island. Are they going to get huge backlash for anything they do? And the truth is, we don't know until they do it. I do think there's always a risk when you put anything cultural out there. There's always a risk that people are going to say, I don't agree with that, I'm from that culture, and that's not the way we do things. I think perhaps it would have been wiser to make it exclusively of one culture rather than of both, and maybe that would have perhaps been more pleasing. I don't know, but I do get it. There's always that danger, isn't there, that you overstep a mark without even knowing you're overstepping a mark. How do you feel about this? Is it really worth making a fuss about? Does she really need to come out on social media and have to say, this is why I did it, and then have people rebut that? I'm not sure. Sometimes I feel like, you can't please anyone. And that's just the way life works. There's no point trying to please everyone because you're just simply not going to succeed. Now, on the subject of Dami and India, EKIN SU, a video of EKIN SU emerged telling Dami and India, well, actually speaking to Dami specifically, that he needs to propose to India.
They won't.
India.
Yeah, but
Dami, just propose. Dami, if you don't propose to India, I am coming for you.
What?
If you don't propose to India the next year,
Next year?
I'm gonna knock on your door, yeah. Yeah?
Now, I've spoken about marriage in terms of Love Island before, and sometimes people don't agree with me. But when it comes to what EKIN Su's saying here, I kind of agree with her, because it's 2022. These guys were on Love Island, and here we are, 2024, soon to be 2025 in a few months. And I do wonder, when is it long enough before they get married? Tom and Molly announced this week they've bought a house together. They're not married. And I think there's a bit of a danger there. Unless you've got everything set up legally correctly, if you guys split, how does it work with the house? I know, yes, in marriage it can be acrimonious too, but when you're married and you have to go through the procedures of a divorce, it's much harder for one party just to get away with taking everything. I am speaking as a child with divorce. But there we go. I wonder, because at least Kai and Sanam, they were engaged, they're going to get married. Some of these other guys, I think, guys, how long are you going to wait before you get married? What are you waiting for? Why do you need to live together for 2, 3, 4 years before you decide to get married? I mean, seriously, I'm not being facetious. I know I'm a Christian. We don't do that in Christian circles, apparently, although some Christians do. But yeah, I don't get why they have to, what are you waiting for? Just get married. Get on with it. Never mind. I don't want to rant too much. And on the subject of ranting, did you know Ofcom received 3,600 complaints, and actually over that, for the last season of Love Island, over bullying and racism? That's what the complaints were about. So all those times we were watching Joey square up to Omar and all the stuff with Sean and all that kind of stuff, 3,600 complaints, and Ofcom has rejected all of them and said, no, everything was fine. You guys were watching a different show. Or they actually said, within the context of Love Island, they thought all this was fine, as the format of the show doesn't promise this kind of thing won't happen. But yeah, I'm surprised. That's a lot of complaints, guys. I mean, how high does it have to go before any complaints are upheld? I've no idea. 3,600, that's a lot. That's a lot, Love Island. Be very careful next time, Love Island, what you do. So there we go. Let me know what you think about the whole Dami and India thing. Thought I'd update you on it. Thought you might be interested. And now, let us all retire, because soon we're all going to sit down and watch Love is Blind UK, aren't we? Yes, some of you probably have already. I'm looking forward to these new episodes. I want to see who is going to get married and who isn't. If I have anything to say, I'll let you know. Yeah, bye.